Oh, you are persecuted for that, my friend. Eh, nataka niongee kushinda hivi.
She was the kind of soul who felt everything deeply: love, silence, disappointment. On the other side, she smiled with ease, but behind that smile lived a storm that few ever saw. It started with love, honest, hope, and pure. But love, when tangled in confusion and divided hearts, can become a quiet battlefield. She found herself in the middle of a triangle she never asked for, where her love for one was tested by the presence of another. Whispers turned into worries. Doubts grew like shadows in her mind. One day, he was hers. The next, she was distant, torn between loyalty and longing. She tried to hold on, but sometimes, no matter how tightly we cling, people slip through. And so the light in her dimmed. Depression doesn't always scream. Sometimes it walks beside you in silence, feeding off pain you can't explain. Friends noticed she was louder, tired, but no one guessed how deep the wound really
I really deserve better.
Until one day,
It's so painful.
the
Mtu
news
mpaka
broke
naona
like
evidence, but no one is on your side. You're fighting this fight all alone.
echoed. Why didn't I ask?
I can't sleep.
Why didn't I notice?
I can't even eat.
Her story is not just a tragedy, it's a mirror. A reminder that love, when mishandled, can bruise the soul. That depression wears many faces, that silence is not always peace. So we remembered her, not just in mourning, but in purpose, to love more gently, to check in, to speak up, to listen. She smiled online, posted quotes about healing and heartbreak. She wrote captions like, "I'm tired, but I'll be okay." And sometimes silence is safer. Her friends double tapped. Some even commented, "Stay strong, Millie, or you got this." But no one really asked. No one called. No one saw the pain behind the filters. What they didn't know was that she wasn't just sharing, she was crying out loud. Behind the curated photos was a girl tangled in love. Triangle she didn't choose. One heart pulling her left, another pulling her right, until she had none left for herself. Depression crept in quietly. It didn't shout, it suffocated her. And social media became her diary, her only way to scream out without making sound. "I feel invisible," she once typed. Still, they scrolled past. And then one morning, the scrolling stopped. The timeline turned black and white. "Rest in peace, Millie." They wrote, "I wish I had known." But she tried to let them know our story is not just one of loss, but a warning, a reminder that people are speaking in ways we've forgotten how to hear. That behind every "I am fine" could be someone barely holding on.
I know I'm in danger.
Don't forget,
Nishapanga watoto wangu. If I might die,
for the goodbye.
watoto wangu wako tu sawa.
Look deeper,
But
twice,
nataka
listen
nikikufa
fully,
nikuwe
sometimes
nimesaidia mtu.
the loudest cries come
Najua kenye niliamua nikakuja nao kwa mtandao. Wamama wengi wameshindwa kukuja. Wengi hata wanaogopa, wengine
Our children waited, too young to understand what was happening. They asked where mommy went, and no one had the right words. she was more than a headline, more than a social media post. She was a mother, a friend, a woman whose heart broke silently while the world looked away. Her story is a mirror. Her story is a warning. Don't assume a smile because it means someone is okay. Don't ignore the quiet cries typed in captions because sometimes the people who leave behind the most love are the ones crying the heaviest pain. Check, listen gently before it's too late. And again, in the few rooms away, two children waited. A little girl, foreign born, light skinned, curious too. And the girl was too young to know where to start from and losing the only mother she'd ever had. And a Kenyan boy, strong willed, soft eyed, clutching a small toy, asking, "Where is mom coming back?" But no one had the heart to answer. She was more than her sadness, more than a victim of silence. She was a mother, a warrior who fought quietly until her strength ran out. Now, to the two innocent souls are left in the shadows, caught between grief and survival, between countries and uncertainties. Her story is not even just a tragedy. It's a wake-up call to see beyond the post, to ask more than once, to listen when no one else does. Because sometimes the post who love the most leave behind the deepest silence. She's buried under a soft earth in the faded skies. A coffin, a short prayer, some tears, and then life will go on. People will go home. The post slows down. Her name will be mentioned less. Some will forget, others will move on. But the two children will never move on. A foreign girl will still sleep with her mother's scarf. A Kenyan boy will still ask if she's still coming back. And in the silence of their small hearts, her absence screams. She was more than a mistake, more than a scandal, more than her pain. She was a woman. She was a mother, a human being. Don't let her story end at the grave. Let it be a reason to reach out, to notice, to listen, and to remember. They buried her, and slowly the world moved on. But her story shouldn't end in silence. Because behind every "I am fine" could be someone breaking. Behind filtered smiles could be pain too deep to speak. Depression isn't weakness. It is not attention seeking. It is a silent illness. It hides in plain sight. It doesn't always look like sadness. It can look like a laughter, selfies, busy schedule, and unread cries for help. So you don't need to fix them. Just don't leave them alone. If you're hurting, please reach out. Talk to someone. You matter more than you think. You matter more than you know. And you've lost someone, honor them by choosing to see the one still there. In our hearts, we'll always remember this woman. People call her Millie Wadok. We will always remember her in our hearts.